And welcome to match 2 at Smoky Valley High School League preseason tournament here. The first match between Hillsboro and Smoky Valley went the Hillsboro way. They won it 2-1 in an exciting late 28-26 win for Hillsboro. And Hesston up next for the Hillsboro Trojans. Vikings get the game off, and Coach Doug Schnieder used to coach volleyball here, now coaching basketball and middle school football. What is that advantage or disadvantage playing back-to-back or sitting a game?
Well, I think it's definitely, you like to hope it's an advantage that you've already played, because not only did Hillsboro play, but they also beat, a preseason ranked team in Smoky Valley at their house. So, you feel like you've got a little bit of momentum, especially after having won that first set to get things going, losing the second set, and really having to come from behind a little bit to get that third, set victory. And now you play against a team in Hesston who, you definitely, if you're Hillsboro, you want to beat them, because Hesston was 33-7 last year and undefeated in league play last year at 9-0. That's the first time in more than 15 years they finished as an undefeated league champ. So that was really big for them, and they've lost some players along the way. But at the same time, you're Hillsboro, and you've got a chance to get out your season started at 2-0.
Yeah.
And that's got to be a great motivator to get things going here.
Yeah, it does, and that's one of the advantages of volleyball. You play matches right away. You play 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever in a day, so it happens really quickly. And we're just a minute away, so you want to talk about starters for this Hesston team?
Love to. Hesston gets things started today. Let's see, I got to get my papers around again, a little slow. Get things started today. Haley Ferrales, I believe is her name,
yep.
Junior. Addison Copeland, number 8. Ferrales is number 4. Number 9, Alex Martin. Number 12, Anna Humphreys. Number 17, Faith Elliott. And number 35, Katie, I believe it's pronounced Kuker? Keeker. Yeah. Okay, I want to make sure I get that right as we go throughout the day. So as far as Hesston is concerned, you've got a junior, a sophomore, a senior, a sophomore, a junior, and a junior. So again, coming in a little bit younger. I know they had a very senior-dominant team last year from a lot of their perspectives. And then on the other side, of course, we've got Hillsboro coming in. Like we said, their second match of the day. They're starting out with senior Tegan Worth, number 2. Number 4, Jessica Saunders, senior. Number 9, Danny Klein, senior. Number 11, Kinsey Kleiner, senior. Number 12, Sammy Saunders, junior. And then the freshman, number 16, Zaylee Worth. So a very senior-dominated team on their behalf. So definitely a great way for them to get the day started with that 1-0 record going. And we're just about ready to get our second match under the way here in just a little bit. I
got to throw a quick shout-out to Harley's dad is Corey Ferrales, who played football here at Bethany College, and known Corey since those playing days back in the 90s, so late 90s. So good to see him once in a while. I'm trying to look over in the crowd and see if I see Corey over there, but I don't.
And we want to thank Mike Rose for streaming today, too. And he's also hot mic'd with us as well, so he'll be able to throw his 2 cents worth in wherever it's available. I believe we've got 55 people watching this stream now via the live.smokyvalley.org. You would assume that a majority of those people would be from Hillsboro or Hesston. So we're certainly happy to be able to have them involved today, and hopefully we can provide some good quality broadcasting for that regard as well.
And talk to me just a little bit about Coach Peters. He's been with their program for a while.
He has. We've coached against each other for quite a few years. I don't remember if he wrote down exactly how many years he's been involved, but Coach Peters has done a phenomenal job for them. They've won a share of the league title in 2014, 2016, 2018, and then, of course, last year, the undefeated league title. So he's been very successful there as a coach and does a great job. His athletes love playing for him, and we've enjoyed our battles against one another through the years as well.
So Hesston comes in with a black uniform with Hesston in white written across the top, red lettering. Hillsboro with their gray, yellow, and maroon numbers. Black shorts. Both teams have black shorts on. They have a libero. Both teams have a libero. Arnold for the Trojans and Ferrales for the... Oh, no, it's 0. That's Corinne Yoder for the Swathers.
It is libero for them, yep.
Libero. So starting off for Hillsboro, serving first is Worth. She had a good serving day. Oh, that one's hit way back deep. And saved by Hesston. Hillsboro now. Kleiner with the set. Big hit, but deep. by the freshman Worth, who had such a great start for them against the Vikings. So Hesston with the first point out of the gate. Serving now is number 35. That's Keeker. Big hit and point Hillsboro. So
yep, off a couple of hands there of the Hesston players and just heading out on bounds there. But nice job by Hillsboro. Again, kind of building off that momentum that they had early. Like we said, a deep shot out on that first one, but certainly a good attack trying to go off that momentum. And Arnold again serving, and she did a nice job serving in that third set as well.
Especially in the kind of crunch time down the stretch. Over by Hillsboro, or by Hesston. Big spike, saved by Yoder. Another hit, and that's going to be deep. So Hillsboro with a little rocky start there. Saunders with the hit that didn't have many of those miss hits in the first match.
No, and Yoder did a nice job picking that one up deep for Hesston, too. It was a good spot, and again, they tried to hit that deep corner on that second one, just hit the ball out a little deep. And again, sometimes that's one of those things when you have to play that second match right in a row again to get the muscles again flowing and get everything going, because you have that really intense match, and then you have to kind of settle in for a break.
Oh, and a good serve gets knocked away and goes into the commons area of the ball, so they got to go run the volleyball down.
Ferrales with a nice serve there as well. Hesston got to feel pretty good getting out to the early lead here.
Yep.
That's something that Hillsboro did to Smoky in the first match of the day, and obviously used that to propel themselves to the victory.
So 3-1 Hesston. Another good serve dug out. Kleiner has to come and get it. Hillsboro gets it over. Set by Ferrales. Knock over Hillsboro with the save. Kleiner. Good dig by Hesston. Oh, and they're going to call that a catch or a lift. 3-2 now. Hillsboro gets the point.
That was a nice dig by Faith Elliott for Hesston, but unfortunately, again, getting up in that lift area there, and that puts the point back to Hillsboro, and they cut into that lead now 3-2.
Kleiner now to serve for the Trojans. Just barely over the net, and can't come up with the Diedrich trying to get that in play, but doesn't. Tie game at 3-3. Barely over the net, hits the net actually, but good reaction by Hillsboro or Hesston to keep it in and out of bounds. Hillsboro with the point.
Yeah,
good effort by.
Nice attack there by Alex Martin, just sent it a little deep.
Her big brother played a lot, gave you a lot of fits.
Yes, he did. You always have to bring those things up, don't you?
I know, I'm sorry. Another rally here for Hillsboro. They're trying to put together some points here. That's a 4-0 run now.
Yeah, nice play right at the net by Jessica Saunders, being active, being involved, just getting a little touch on the ball and sending it right back down.
Dig by Swathers. Hit over, dug out by Hillsboro. Weisbeck with the shot, dug out by the Swathers. Martin with the little tip over, but dug by Hillsboro. Saunders with the tip, played by the Swathers. Martin has it knocked back, and I don't know if it went over or it got hit, but anyway, it was a good block by the Trojans. They are up 6-3 now.
The score is 5-4 up here on the board, so I'm not sure which one's right and which one's wrong.
Well, I could certainly be wrong. Dug out nicely by the Swathers. Martin with the big kill. Whoa, that was a nice ball.
A beautiful ball by Martin. Great hit on that one as well. I think we might have a little question on what the score might be here.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have 6-4.
Is that 6-4 Hesston then? Or 6-4
No,
Hillsboro?
Hillsboro.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Weisbeck with the hit. Out.
Just outside there.
Just outside.
Again, that lefty trying to hit the ball down the line around the side of the block. It's a really good location, but a tough one to hit, and she tried to curl it in there and just couldn't quite get it to sit.
Oh, that one, I put that on the wrong side. Big hit. Good block. Good dig. Good volleyball all around.
Nice play at the net as well by number 4 there. That was Jessica Saunders, but they're going to call the Hesston in the net as well. although I think it probably would end up as a kill anyway.
Yeah. 7-5, Hillsboro. Now serving is Saunders. Get everything squared away. It did talk to the athletic director, Rempel, about football. And we got a little issue with football room in the press box. There's a block, and it stays on the Hesston side of the net, so a point for Hillsboro.
Yeah, really nice serve there as well by number 4. That, of course, Jessica Saunders, but a beautiful dig back here as well from Hesston, Karen Yoder.
Yeah, good effort by both teams. 8-5 now, Hillsboro with the lead. Saunders with the serve, and doesn't get over the net. 8-6. Said because they have to spread out in the press box, they don't have 2 spots for radio. So if they have a home radio during the game, we're going to have to be outside. So we'll see where that brings us when the weather starts getting fall time toward football. There's a big hit by Worth and found an empty spot. Martin trying to get the dig but couldn't get to it.
Yeah, Tegan Worth with a big kill over there for Hillsboro.
So a 9-6 lead by the Trojans over the Swathers. And serving now is number 12, Sammy Saunders. Yoder with the dig. Hit over, saved by Hillsboro. Dump over, nice shot by the freshman again. Well, I'm impressed with this freshman. She is not playing like a freshman. She's playing with a lot of maturity out of there.
Yeah, she does a very nice job. I think she's very mobile, very agile, and beautiful tip play right there on the line.
10-6, Hillsboro serving with the lead. Dug out by Martin. Comes across, back to Martin. Back row hit, but wide, and Hillsboro with another point, 11-6. Saunders has found the range in her serving. She's got every one of her serves in. That one again. And a catch or lift or 2 hits.
2 hit.
12-6. So
tough run here for Hesston. I think that's going to lead them to a timeout here, trailing 12-6. So the Hillsboro doubling them up here after getting off to a little bit of a slow start. I mean, obviously not getting that first point, but really kind of dividing and conquering here as they've continued on.
Yeah, they were behind 3-1, and now all of a sudden it's 12-6, so a good timeout by Coach Peters and trying to get his team gathered again. You mentioned that he lost such a big dominating senior class. He'd been so good for so long that he's in a little bit of a rebuilding mode this year probably.
For our standpoint?
For Hesston.
For Hesston's standpoint. For Hesston's standpoint, yeah. I think he had a few players that played a lot for him last year. Alex Martin, of course, played a lot as an outside middle hitter last year for them. Had 112 kills for him. Played right side hitter as a sophomore as well on the varsity when they went and took 4th at state. Haley Ferrales, you mentioned her already, the junior. She was a setter on last year's varsity team as a freshman. And then, of course, Karen Yoder. She did such a nice job for him as a right side hitter and defensive specialist on last year's team. But again, they had some other players that played a lot for them that had been in the program for quite a while. And again, you just have to develop that change. They're a group of mostly sophomores and juniors this year's season. You mentioned a large, talented class of seniors that left and moved on. However, their JV team was 27-4 last year, so pretty stout when you got a 27-4 JV and you got a varsity that finishes 33-7. That's a pretty successful season all the way around.
A lot of victories there on the Hesston Swather side, so we'll see where it goes, see what happens after this timeout. Saunders again serving. I think they got everything coordinated now with the score and everything. I think we're good to go. Keep going here. So Saunders with her jump serve. Gets it in. Martin with the dig. Good dig by Hillsboro. Saunders with the deep hit. Martin with a nice save. Back over. Coming across. Oh, and saved by the Swathers. Oh. That was number 21 who had a good keep the ball alive.
Yeah, Becker over here trying to get the kill, and they just couldn't quite, Yoder just couldn't quite find the ball again. As she looked up in the air, she got a little bit off balance trying to find it, and by the time she did, it was just a little bit too late to be able to put the ball in play. Nice block again by Hillsboro. We talked about how important those blocks are in that first match.
Oh, and the ball, that is the luck of the serve. That ball hung on the net and then just spun over, and Hesston was trying to, be back to get the deeper serve.
Years ago when they changed that rule and let the ball hit the net, that really changed things, and that was a big play. Not much you can do about it.
No, there's absolutely nothing you can do about that ball. Ball good hit by Becker. Comes across, here's Worth with a big hit, and that's going to be right on the line. Wow.
Yeah, Becker had to be a little off balance putting the ball down the way she wasn't quite able to hit it the way she wanted to, and then that put the ball back in Hillsboro's court, and they were able to make the play.
It's a 7-0 run here by Hillsboro. It's a 9-3 run. So they're putting a little distance between them and the Swathers here in this first match of the 3, or best of 3. Comes Becker again. Oh, nice kill, but nice dig by Corrales. Over for Weisbeck with it. Big kill, big dig by Yoder. Tip over. Nobody in the net. Foot can go over the line, but you just can't be in the net, right?
I don't believe the foot's supposed to go all the way over the line. You can get a foot on the line.
On the line is okay. Here's Worth, a little tip. Good save by the Swathers. Nice long rally by both teams here going. There's Weisbeck, tip over. Becker, Corrales. And Boyd, keep it over.
Never made it over that time, so 4 hits. Good effort there, but a great rally again. And
long rally.
It just seems like Hesston can't quite get in the rhythm of getting the kills that they want to get. The blocks, Zaylee Worth had a great block again to start the early part of that rally, and they're just on top of them right now.
16-6, a 10-point advantage here for Hillsboro. Becker with a little tap over, but saved by Hillsboro. Weisbeck with a hit. Yoder, good save by Martin. Got to get it over by Corrales, and she does. Kleiner to Worth, big hit, and point for Hillsboro. They're just looking like they're not letting up. Yeah. They really found the rhythm here.
They've got that momentum. Like I said, you knock off a team to start the day, and you feel like you really have that momentum going. And the good thing is they've been able to take it over early in this match again and not let Hesston get any type of a rhythm.
Saunders continues to serve well. Yoder with the dig, but nobody can get to it.
I didn't quite put that where she'd want to. I know Yoder wants to put the ball a little bit more toward the setter and give her a chance to make a play on the ball. Hesston going to make a substitution here. Number 12, Anna Humphreys coming back in. Number 15, Diedrich coming out.
Well, Saunders continues to put the ball in play. It's now a 12-point lead, 18-6. Little dump over, but right there is the Swathers, and that one's going to be deep. Good spike, but ends up running deep. And it just continues this long run now, a 10-0 run by the Trojans.
Yeah, Coach Peters imploring his players to set it up here and get a first nice pass so they can get a chance in rhythm. Could expect maybe if they lose this point, might see that second timeout.
Ace right at the feet of Yoder, 20-6. Not going to pull that trigger on this timeout. I'm not going to say anything about first team to 20 win. You would think that it would be hard for them to give this one up.
It backfired on you last time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Nice up by Yoder.
Good hit, but out by Martin. And Hillsboro just continues to dominate. I don't know. I've not been around volleyball a lot. Not uncommon to get a long run like this in volleyball.
Yeah, another freshman in here for Hillsboro getting in, Savannah Shahan. I believe I said that correctly. I hope I did.
So Saunders continues her dominance from the backline serve. Yoder has it go off her hand almost in the trash can over there.
We are going to see that second time out here. You're just in that mode right now if you're Hillsboro where everything's going wrong.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're frustrated, you're disappointed. It's not the way you want things to get started. You're looking at the scoreboard a little bit. And Coach Peters, I know, going to try to settle them down. They really haven't gotten a really solid hit at any point in time yet in this first game. So you're definitely wanting to try to get something going here. They have the advantage now of being able to receive the serve coming out of the timeout and hopefully be able to put one down either down the line or try to dump one into an open alley there that Hillsboro provides them. But you just want to find something to build up a little momentum going into this second game.
Absolutely. That's the way it works in this athletics and high school athletics. It's, again, fun to get off to a start, fun to have a home match, and there will be a little senior award or senior recognition night Do we have another home match? I
believe
know our
we do
schedule.
have some more home matches, if I'm not mistaken. Mike might be able to fill me in a little bit more on that as well. But we do have some more home matches. But again, the main thing is recognize early this year in the event that there may be some sort of shutdown or quarantine. You know, it only takes one kid on your team to come down positive with the virus, and that puts you into that 14-day quarantine. And so, you know, everybody's just kind of biding their time, but you want to recognize those seniors early if you can.
Jessica Saunders still on the serve, and it's 22-6 lead for Hillsboro. She's right on that serve. Boy, she's gotten everyone right where she wants it. There's Becker with a nice hit.
Nice hit by Becker.
Dug by Hillsboro. Here's Worth. The dump shot, saved by the Swathers. Again, Becker with a hit. Dug by Hillsboro. Worth again. Somebody for Hillsboro.
Yep, somebody for Hillsboro in the net on that one.
In the net, so a long whistle. Play kept running, but so that stops the rally. A 14-point rally from 8-6 to 22-6, 22-7 now. Kleiner with the set at the net, and Yoder.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Either way, great save there by Yoder, selling out on the play. They're going to call a Hillsboro Trojan in the net there, but at the same time, Yoder came over, made a fantastic play to get the ball back over the net and keep it in play, despite the fact that that was a dead point.
Worth with a hit and gets it down 23-8 now.
Yeah, Humphreys with a nice serve for Hesston, but unfortunately for them, nice little play down the line. I believe that was that Tegan Worth again with the hit, with the kill.
23-8 is our score. Now serving for the Swathers, or excuse me, for the Trojans, Danny Klein, number 9. Martin with the dig, set, comes over near side to Ferralis, gets his hit, but saved by Hillsboro. Worth again with a hit. Yoder with a dig. And coming over to Becker. And
another one in the net. Looked like number 30 there. Shahan was in the net just a little bit. And that'll put a point back over for Hesston.
23-9.
Becker back to serve now for Hesston.
For a jump serve from the back. Dug out by, nobody there.
Good spot. Put him in a spot of miscommunication in that back row. So, again, the play made back there by number 9, Klein, and then nobody came over to make that second play.
Obviously, she wanted that ball to go forward to her setter, and it went backwards, and it just makes a scramble, and nobody there to answer that miss hit. Again, got that one where she wanted it. Now it has to come from a back row hit. Goalie Yoder again selling out for a big hit. Here's Martin, good hit by Martin, dug out by Hillsboro. Now back over to Worth, big hit. And Hillsboro with the point, making it 24. Now game point here. And a quick one here.
Yeah, I got 4 kills so far in this first game for Worth. She's doing a nice job over there making plays, and she's also done a nice job serving.
Back at the serve is Tegan Worth, the senior. Game point again, and that ball goes off to the side, and that is the end of the first match, 25-10. Was a quick one.
Not the way you wanted to get things going if you're Hesston, but you're playing against a Hillsboro team, like we said, had a lot of momentum getting things going here after that first win today, and they're playing extremely well. And you may be seeing that difference between a lot of seniors versus a lot of sophomores and juniors seeing the floor for Hesston, but. Again, I see some things where Hesston's going to be very responsive to what their game plan's going to be, and hopefully they can respond with a few things here in this second game.
Well, match 1 goes the way of Hillsboro, and again, 2 out of 3, so they've got to feel good about the Vikings. Hillsboro got off to a 7-0 lead against the Vikings in game 1. The Vikings came back and actually got ahead in game 1 before giving up the victory, and then they came back and won game 2. To force game 3, and which Hillsboro won 28-26. So Hillsboro really, they've got to be feeling like they're in a real commanding position right now.
I feel like they got to feel good about how they played today overall. Like I said, they were able to jump Smoky Valley in that first set of the match today and make the plays that they had to make. I think they've got to be pleased with their freshmen at this point in time and how Zaylee Worth has been playing. Again, they know more about what was coming up than what we do, obviously, but the expectations obviously were there. But I think overall, I know one of the things that Coach Arnold was looking for and knew that they had to do well with is they had to be able to serve well and they had to be able to pass consistently. And I think for the most part, they've done a pretty good job of that. We saw some of those lulls in the first match against Smoky Valley where they didn't do that as well. And that was usually where Smoky Valley took the advantage. But I think overall, I think they've done a nice job putting the ball where they got to have it, keeping the play in system as much as they can. And I think that's where Hesston's struggling a little bit at this point in time is again, some of that has to do with the fact you have the rust off. You're Hillsboro. You've gotten that first match out of the way. You've gotten some of those little hiccups. You feel pretty comfortable being on the floor at this point in time, whereas Hesston's kind of still getting things going. Like Coach Peters said, this varsity squad, for the most part, is the JV squad that played last year, and of course some of those players playing up into the varsity last year as well. But they were successful last year. They had a good season at 27-4, but now getting that same momentum to flow again as well has to be important for them. Well, and that's going to be what they shoot for here in game 2.
Yeah. And there's a little more pressure being a varsity starter rather than being a JV starter. You know you're learning the game as a JV player. You're feeding off your varsity program that's been so successful, and you step on the floor and you know you're a respected opponent too. So now you're the respected opponent, and you got to come out and dominate. So it'll be interesting to see their response here, see if they can get off to a good start here in match 2.
You know, even though we know it's high school athletics and every year is different, you're still coming on as a player on a team that was an undefeated league champ last year, and you want to respond to that, and you want to step on the floor and play up to that level. And I think Hesston's still very capable of doing that. And they just have to find themselves. Now it's a lot about how they play and what they've got to do more so than what Hillsboro's going to bring at them. They've got to find themselves and get after it here in this second game.
Both teams will start the same way they did the first game. Ferralis, Copeland, Martin, Humphreys, Elliott, and Keeker for Hesston. Worth, Saunders, Kleiner, Saunders, and Worth. Dug out by Hillsboro. Good shot in the middle and a point for Hillsboro to start the match off.
Getting that started was Arnold there making the play on the serve. Didn't quite put it where she wanted to put it, but a well-played ball after that to get the kill.
Early substitution, Bryn Johnston in for Hesston. Tegan Worth is the server for Hillsboro. Comes across, Martin with a nice...
There we go, there's a nice kill.
Yeah.
That's what Hesston's been waiting for all day, the first really solid kill they've gotten, and it comes from Martin.
Well, and again, the dig goes right to where it goes to the setter just right, and then it comes back, and yeah, it just, the first return is always one of the most important. Good serve, good dig. Saunders with a good hit. Kept alive, but Hesston, boy, this is going to be an interesting shot, and they do get it back in play. Saunders a deep hit, and Hesston with a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, you got to like that. It's just that energy that Hesston showed that was a little bit different here in this second game than it was in the first. Everybody chasing, everybody getting to the ball and keeping it in play, forces Hillsboro into a mistake.
Good serve by Hesston. That is number 35, Keeker. Oh, and good shot by Hillsboro. Tie the game up at 2-2.
Yeah, nice shot by the freshman again. Zaylee Worth making it cross court there from left to right and dropping the ball right into an open spot for a point for Hillsboro.
Back at the serve for the Hillsboro Trojans now. Coach's daughter Arnold. Dug out. Set. Martin again with the kill. It's going to be
just a little bit outside.
Just a little wide.
Already finding a couple more attacks than what they had in the first game of this match, though.
3-2, Hillsboro. Drops it into Martin. Coming across on the side. And it's a left-handed hit by number 8, Copeland.
Yeah, nice lefty there. Copeland able to hit with the left and drop it right inside there for the point.
I didn't think she hit it exactly the way she wanted, but
sometimes you just call that an off-speed hit, and you just say it was exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Morales, serve deep, darn it. So that is I messed up on my score again, maybe. I had it, maybe I missed. I'll go with the 3-4. Hillsboro serving Kleiner. Now back at the line with her jump serve. And Hesston can't make that play right. 5-3. And trying to set it up to Ferralis, and she had a long run to get to it. She had no chance to get to that one. Minor serve. Yoder kept alive and now hit over. Good hit. Good dig. Saunders with a hit. It's going to be out. So yeah, Hesston doing a little bit better job of getting the ball and returning it where they want to return it, and making it a little bit tougher on Hillsboro here. Can't see who's serving. Can't see the number.
Should be Martin.
Martin serving. Okay. Low serve.
Up the ace.
She's almost embarrassed about that one because it hit the net, but it crawled over and into no man's land for a point.
Again, when I coached, I always told the players that's exactly what you were trying to do.
Yeah. Good serve, good dig. Here comes a hit by Worth, and Coach Peters wanting somebody in the net, but he didn't get it. Hillsboro up 6-5. Saunders serving. Gonna be deep.
Congratulations to Mr. Steinert over there, standing in until he got hit by the ball, and did a nice job making sure to stand his ground as the line judge.
Absolutely great job. Yoder to serve it, getting his spot where coach wants it served. She can hit that spot, and she does. Kleiner behind for Worth. Good hit, good dig. There's Martin from the back row and can't get it over the net. 7-6 Hillsboro with the lead. So it's going back and forth right now. Hillsboro to put that early run together to get a big lead already in the first match. And they just coasted to victory. Saunders now with the serve. Dug out nicely by Martin. Becker with a hit over. Hillsboro scrambling to get it where they want it. Worth with a slam. Get over back to Becker with a big hit. And point for Becker. Good hit by Becker. Sophia Becker. Sophomore.
They've gone to Becker a lot.
Yeah.
She is a youngster there, as you pointed out, the sophomore, if I remember correctly. Doing a nice job. They really want to go to her a lot, and that's her first big kill of the match.
Humphreys now with the serve for the Swathers. Dumps it in low, keeps it alive Hillsboro. And they make a good job by Arnold to get it back over the net. Oh, and Corrales trying to dump it over and set a set. Didn't get it over the net. Point Hillsboro.
Again, idea was good. She knew exactly what she wanted to do, just couldn't quite drop it. Couldn't quite get it over the net.
And Klein back to serve for Hillsboro. With a 1-point lead. Yoder with a nice dig. Humphreys with the set to Corrales. Good save by Hillsboro. Arnold gets it over deep. Hit by Corrales. Humphreys with it over the net. Kleiner to the freshman Worth. Oh, a nice easy open tip again. Boy, she can see the court so well.
She's got some nice length, like we said before. It seems very athletic, but when they pull that second block over there from Hesston, she's been able to find this open spot on the floor to the right side, and that's her second drop over there.
Oh, and just barely dropping over the net. So here comes Ferralis with a big hit, and blocked by Hillsboro. I don't know if that was Worth or Kleiner, but they're starting to open up just a little lead now. It's 10-7 in the second match. Best of 3. Hillsboro with the first lead or win, 25-4.
25-10.
25-10, I mean, pardon me. Becker with a nice spot.
Nice hit off the outside by Becker again that time on a little curl out, and she was able to bring the ball back across the court to an open spot. And another good point for the Swathers.
And she goes back to serve. And, oh my goodness. Another one of those net serves that just crawls over. Hillsboro actually got the ball, kept it in play, but not where they wanted it.
Making the game 10-9 now, Hillsboro.
Becker way back deep with her jump serve. Nicely served, nicely dug by Arnold. Here comes Saunders with a hit. Dug out nicely by Yoder. Martin with a hit and somebody in the net for Hesston.
I think they're going to call it 4. I don't think it ever made it over.
Got over in the net. Okay.
Again, difficult job as an official to be able to recognize that, but making sure it doesn't make contact, and that's probably one of the more arguable calls in the sport of volleyball, is whether or not that contact took place. Sometimes these young ladies hit with such force, the net moves so far.
Yeah.
Looks like it might make contact.
Dug out. Morales with the save, back and hit over. Good dig by Hillsboro. Jessica Saunders with the hit. Point Hillsboro. Hillsboro looks really comfortable in what they're doing. They really seem like they know where they're wanting to go with all the hits and getting the result. There's tip, knockover, saved by Hillsboro. Kleiner to Saunders, dug out. Morales keeps it alive, and they can't quite make it over. Wow, they did. That was a good effort.
And that was an entirely effort point. I mean, the serve right away out of the gate from Worth was a short serve that had to be played up quickly at the net, and everybody was off balance from that point on.
Set by Morales, a little bit behind where she wanted it. Tip over by Hillsboro, back over to Humphreys. Kleiner, Saunders, tip by Morales. Good block by Hillsboro. Yoder just sends it over the net. Kleiner, Saunders. Good dig, good dig. Oh, what an effort from her, laying on the floor to get the ball over the net. Martin, and wow, what a point.
Great point. I mean, great play over here by Klein. Danny Klein being able to get the ball up off of her knees to send it over, and then responding on the other side with the kill from Martin.
Yeah, that was an exciting point. Both teams with great effort. Keeker with the serve for Hesston. Oh, man, just barely crawled over the net. Now somebody's going to get it over, and they do. Morales, went to dump it over and couldn't get it over the net. They're going to call it a lift anyway, so it wouldn't have been a matter.
Yeah, Morales trying to get that jump tip, and she's just letting the ball come down a little too far to her eyes there, a little too low, and calling that lift. Like you said, didn't make it over that time. Timing's just a little bit off on that for her.
14-10. Hillsboro with the lead and the serve. Yoder, Morales. Nice left-handed spike by...
That is the lefty again for Hesston over there. Copeland being able to make her second kill of this second game.
That was 8. I thought it was 9. I knew that wasn't Martin that did that. I had to look down for a minute. 14-11. Bang game going back and forth here. Nobody can get a big rally. 3-point rally has been the biggest so far by either team. Set. Dug out nicely by Yoder. Near side to Martin. She's going to pooch it over. Hillsboro again with a good save. And good spot there by number 12, Sammy Saunders. She found the right spot. 15-11.
Yeah, I think if Martin had that one over again, she'd shorten that little dink shot up a little bit, because she had a really great idea. It just got a little too much loft up and over the front blockers, got to the deep row, and Hillsboro was able to capitalize.
Kleiner with the serve. It's right at the net. Good job. Tip over and in the fan, the right spot.
Morales did a great job staying out of the net. Not sure how she did it. She was right there at the line. even kept the ponytail out of the net too. And she did a really great job of tiptoeing that line.
15-12. Hesston with the serve now. Martin again back row trying to find a spot to put it in. Martin been serving pretty well, but boy, that one went right in the net. Not even close to getting over. 12-16. Hillsboro with the lead and the serve. Jessica Martin back again, or Jessica Saunders, excuse me. Dig by Becker. Morales with the set, back over. Oh, Hesston can't keep it alive, and point Hillsboro. And Coach Peters wants a timeout to talk it over a little bit. Rally his troops. He sees them kind of slipping a little bit. Good time for a timeout.
Yeah, you want to talk to him. It's just like 5 points late in the match is a difficult spot to be in. Just want to talk to him about maybe going on a couple of 2-3 point runs here. That's really all you have to do. You got plenty of time, as long as you don't give up a lot of points on the other side of that. But again, we've talked all morning. A momentum sport, probably one of the biggest momentum sports. I would say this one and maybe tennis. Probably those two sports where you can get into ruts and you can get into flows and you just want to keep things going. I mean, you can easily end up in 5, 6, 7, 8-point runs that you have to get broken at some point in time here in this sport. And that's what you want to try to do as a coach, is settle them back in. I think Hesston's played so much better in this second set than they did in the first one. But again, just had a couple of those lulls. They need a break here. They need to get the point back on their side, and they need to have a good 2-3-point run here.
So, Jessica Saunders back to serve again. Jump serve, good spot. Dug out by Becker. Back to Ferralis, back to Becker. Oh, good point. Weisbeck with the block, but didn't get it in the right spot, and Swathers get the stop they needed.
Yeah, nice job by Becker getting the ball up in the air. Ferralis doing a nice job setting it for her. Got her off the net a little bit so she could kind of get around that block, and she attacked it well.
Yoder to serve it. Will jump over the middle, and it's successful. Ace.
There's 2 of those 3 points out of this run. Now if they can get one more. I mean, you like to see if you can just cut into that lead little by little.
Yoder getting his signal from the coach where he wants it. Going to put it to the middle. Good dig by Ferralis. Martin with the set. And trying to keep it alive. Again, didn't get over the net. And point for Hillsboro. So you didn't get that third point you were looking for. 18-14, our score.
Yeah, that one just came in a little bit low. It looked like it might have been contact at the net, but majority of the ball was below net level, so I just don't think she got it up quite high enough to make that contact.
Yoder just a little bit shy on the set, but they played it good anyway. Weisbeck with the hit. Oh, got back over it, just going, oh my goodness, what effort by Martin for the Swathers, but that neither team had a 3-hit volley on that sequence. 19-14. Hillsboro on top. Still serving is Sammy Saunders. Yoder with a dig. Yoder with it over the net. Boy, they had to help to save that one. Worth makes a good play. Saunders going to put it over. Dig by Yoder. Hit by Becker. Kleiner with the set. Worth with the good push. Finding the open spot.
I got 8 kills so far in this match for Worth. She's done a nice job from that left side position. That's going to force Hesston into their second timeout. Trailing by the most they've trailed in this match, I believe, 6 points, or this particular set, 6 points.
Yeah, that's the biggest. No, it was 7.
Was it 7 earlier?
15 to 12, so.
Definitely not a spot you want to be in here. You know, you made the comment 1st to 20. It's a lot of times it does come true that way. It didn't in the first match today, as Hillsboro was able to come back once they were trailing 20 to what in that
16.
one? 20 to 16, and came back and won against the Vikings earlier. But you know, we got 20 to 14 here. Backs are against the wall a little bit for Hesston, as they really need to get this second set to push it to 3. Hillsboro, on the other hand, wants to come out and be as effective as possible. Every serve, you want to get over the net. You want to put the ball in play and give yourself a chance for a point.
Absolutely, and it's an interesting game, and it just takes time, takes effort on the court. Good to see a crowd here. I don't know what the maximum is supposed to be, 340, and everybody's spaced out. Everybody wearing masks, so good for following guidelines.
And great to see our support. We're up to 73 watching now on this stream today. We're glad to have all of you with us and enjoying some volleyball here on a Saturday morning.
So Sammy Saunders back at the line. See if you can keep this rally going. It's 3-point biggest rally in a long time. Yoder with the dig. Ferralis, Keeker. Good dig by Hillsboro. Back line to Jessica Saunders. Ferralis gets the dig. Good effort by the Swathers to keep the ball in play. Kleiner back to Weisbeck, and right on the line. What a hit, what a kill by Weisbeck. Interesting first name. I haven't really talked about that. Tuesday.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe that's the day of the week she was born.
Interesting story. I'm sure there's a story behind it of some kind, but Hesston on their heels that entire point. It just never really felt like they got in rhythm. Need to make a play here on this one, get a side out.
Football score, 21-14. Doug Yoder needs to get it over by Becker, and she does. Kleiner getting ready to set to Worth. And right on the line again. Boy, that's 2 shots that they've had on the line And they are just ready to capitalize now with a...
As I said, I think that's the 9th kill of the match now for Worth.
5-point run here by the Trojans. Yoder with a dig. Weisbeck with a slam as the ball went over the net. Martin with the back row kill. Good
Nice
dig. Comes Worth. Gonna dump it over. Nobody there. Finding the right spot by the senior Worth. Humphreys in for number 15, Diedrich. Sammy Saunders doing a great job of keeping the ball in play. In low, oh. Worth went up to hit it over, and I don't know if she mistimed her jump a little bit, just a little bit off. And
again, I said in that first match today, that one that just quickly comes back over the net, it looks like a big beach ball ready to be hit, and all of a sudden you realize you mistimed it, and it's so difficult to make a play.
Humphreys with the serve. Hillsboro trying to keep it alive, and they don't, and it's a point for Hesston. 23-16.
Yeah, it's a good serve by Humphreys there for Hesston, getting him off balance. And getting a point back for the Swathers.
Viking girls getting ready. They're kind of sensing that Hillsboro might win this one in 2. And that ball goes over on the Hesston side. 24, it'll be game point, serving for game point now in this match.
Yeah, number 27 again there. That was Weisbeck getting her 2nd kill of this set. And now back to serve for the win will be Danny Klein.
Senior, 5'6". Game point match. Boy, dead serve, just a knuckleball type serve. Corrales with the kill. Dug out nicely by the Swathers. Worth has it, and it's not going to be it, and that's going to be the game as Hillsboro come into Smoky Valley Gym and just dominated after winning a close one with the Vikings, just dominating Hesston in the match.
Yeah, fitting that it was Worth there, Tegan Worth, able to get the kill. That would be her 11th kill of this particular game and match. She had a really, really good day today.
Oh my goodness.
Very impressed with what she was able to accomplish, and Hillsboro's got to feel really, really good about what they've accomplished today, getting 2 wins here in Lindsborg here in Smoky Valley, and you know, a good chance for them to build off of that as they continue the season.
Oh, absolutely. A remarkable day. Like you said, you want to come in and take on a state-ranked opponent, league opponent, and you get away with that first one that you probably... Coach will probably say, we probably shouldn't have won that match, but we found a way to win it, and you build on that and then come in and get a 2-0 set right away against Hesston. So, yeah, they're going to be good. So now we'll have another little warm-up time. Is this warm-up time the same after they've been playing, or will it be a shorter warm-up
This one
time?
should be a 10-minute warm-up, 4 minutes, and then they'll do some different things. 2 minutes starting out, shared time, and then 4 for each team. So it'll be a quicker warm-up. Of course, we'll do the little senior night recognition. I'm sure Mr. Rose is wanting to switch over to the other stream here in just a minute. So,
yeah, fellas, we'll switch over to the other stream here. The senior presentation will be after this match.
Okay.
So after this coming match.
Sounds good. So we want to thank those people who joined us from Hillsboro and Hesston, and we'll get ready for match 3 coming up on the other stream. So thanks to all of you.
Thanks for listening, and we'll touch base with you next time we have the opportunity.